snap. YouTube, what's the big old deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. We back at it with another one. Hey, man, hey, catch this game, though, right? Before we get into the content, though, right? Some of y'all got to stop thinking people won't do y'all like that, bro. Yes, the hell they will, man. Stop thinking a ninja won't do you like that. Some of y'all run around with some partners of y'all that you know that nigga grimy, that nigga be on some bunk shit, right? And you think because you see him do it to somebody, because y'all ain't rocking with him, that he won't do you like that. So cut that shit out, bro. Let me tell you something in these streets, bro. A lot of y'all don't even realize that, bro. The only thing y'all sharing in common is trauma bonding. If y'all niggas didn't have trauma bonding, half of y'all would not even be kicking it with each other. Most of y'all come from the same struggle that identify with each other. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like niggas is really friends out here, bro. It's just y'all got the same struggles in common. You see what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, stop that shit, homie. A lot of y'all don't get it, bro. You got one shot on this black tie, bro. You about to spend 30, 40 years of your life doing the same thing for 30, 40 years and don't get paid for it. Better understand something, man. Your time is your currency. You see what I'm saying? You can't be wasting no more time, bro. Some of y'all too effing old to be wasting time on this black top, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, life is serious. I don't know what these niggas telling y'all out there on them streets no more, but let me tell you something, nigga. Any nigga that tell you to go crash out, go to jail, and nigga, you don't talk to that nigga for 15, 20 years, you come home and you like, hey, brother. Oh, that's my brother. Man, knock that shit off, man. You got to be careful with people who, you know, who watch your moves, man. It's some niggas out here that learn you. Understand, homie, we about to get to the content, but I want to make sure that y'all understand that it's people out there that's learning you. They're watching you. They're not rocking with you like that. They trying to see what make you tick. They trying to find their next prey. You see what I'm saying? You know, these streets don't love nobody, bro. And the streets can't heal no broken heart. And the streets can't heal no broken home. So all y'all out there looking for a daddy out there, nigga, you better man up, forgive your pops, and move on with life, man. You gotta let go. If you want to get to the new world, you have to let go of everything in your past. I don't care if a nigga dogged you out, she hurt your feelings, she cheated on you. It doesn't matter what somebody did to you. You gotta let that shit go and move forward. With that being said, what up with my good peoples, man? So we got some more content, man. You know I'm going down this marathon rabbit hole, man, and I was looking at some content, and you know, despite I don't have no problem with 600. I really don't. But looking at some of the content, after I realized how, you know, he was running with Big U, and then how Big U did him, Big U forgot the whole time this was somebody that you was having around you when you was talking about everybody. 600 knew exactly what Big U was because he was there when Big U was talking about Nipsey Hussle, talking about all them niggas in the neighborhood and bragging on how these niggas ain't this and these niggas ain't that. But because he got pushed to the outside, it still don't change the fact that he got the inside dirt on what Big U was saying when he was around Big U. So with that being said, this is why 600 exposed Big U. Let's go.
Weird. They come to the head, they figure it out. Let's stop acting weird, all these weird ass.
Big U made a big mistake losing Drake XXL as an ally. A lot of his haters be popping it online, but physically, he makes Crip Mac look like Kevin Hart. Him and Big U also go way back, so you know he knows a lot of his secrets. It was only a matter of time before enough was enough for Suge Knight, and he's too damn big to be getting bullied like that.
Bluffing. I ain't lying on nobody, bro. I told you to keep my name out your mouth, bro, or we're gonna expose the rats you've been protecting for years, bro. Number one, you was a rat. You know who you told on Crazy D from Trey Gangsters, homie? You was a rat, homie. Yeah, ain't no selective politicking, bro. This Big U fault, because I don't know you personally, homie. Big U whole team is rats and butt busters, bro.
Between this war with Big U and Whack 100, losing 600 on his side probably hurt him the most. Because now that the neighborhood is not rolling with him, Big U or anybody around him, he's exposing it all. Pause. See, recently, Big U got a lot of backlash on his Willie D interview when he spoke on Nipsey. It's either he slow or he hate Nipsey, because he can't help but put the man down every damn time he speak on him. Because you can tell the Nipsey backlash gets to him. Something in him just can't help it. He just got to say something to piss off all the fans.
He wasn't my equal. Him nor his brother was my equal at that time or any other time.
Now, anybody that got love for Nipsey, they ain't too happy about it, including 600. 600 was...
Now, you know, what y'all think about that, bro? What do y'all think about how Big U had to explain that Nipsey or Black Sam is not his equal? And what is it compared to? You see what I'm saying? Because everybody, see, Big U he had to deal with those conversations like, dang, Nip doing all this over there in the 60s. He doing all of this. He got all this shit going on. Like, they starting to, you know, some people are like, man, they might be saying he might be the next nigga in line. It just don't matter. When you got somebody at that top tier level, and then you got somebody like Nip, who is who as a little homie, and you got Big U a first generation. You know what I'm saying? He an AG rolling 60. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like that, the foundation, you know what I'm saying, of how they actually came apart. It's not finna just let somebody who 20 some years later come up and just take that when he's the first generation of it. You see what I'm saying? And he didn't have to bully niggas and fight niggas and punk niggas his whole life to get to that spot. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how they said, nigga, most of the time when these niggas do it, they do it so they don't have to do it later on in life, right? But he couldn't shake Nipsey Hussle's fame. He couldn't shake his name. You couldn't escape it. You see what I'm saying? But this is the problem. 600 was around Big U for quite some time. He was around him for some time. So you got to realize when you got a big nigga like that and you confide in him, of course you gonna be talking dirty, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's not a doubt in my mind that 600 don't have, you know, those conversations that he remember Big U saying some shady shit. You know what I'm saying? Some foul play, bro. So let's get into this content, man. Open up y'all ears, man. Make sure y'all hype this motherfucking video, man. And yeah, let's get to it. Let's boogie down. Let's go.
So mad, he said, I'm gonna go back to the 60s.
You know what I'm saying? Original Don Block, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot going on around here, so I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. So I building, we used to hang out in buildings, bro.
And do a video exposing all of Big U lies, allegedly. One of it is his name in the music industry.
In fact, when you got out, you was on Suge Nuts. Yeah, give Bear Claws credit, bro. You know what I'm saying, for having his own studio and music connections. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like every time somebody plugged you with something, or link you with somebody, you take all the credit.
See, in his interview, Big U claimed that it was all him.
Dog Pound wore jerseys with Unique CD on it. So I was always in music, and it's funny how these lanes are always talking about they helped me get in music and do this crazy, because it's evident.
And once again, he's claiming credit for the man Nipsey became.
The man that we say, this is the type of man we need in our neighborhoods. It's a man that love,
built that man.
Love is.
You try to say you made Nip.
Wow. What are y'all gonna say about that, dope chat? What are y'all gonna say about that, man? He said he built that man. He said he built Nipsey Hussle, bro. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's been a long argument between, is Big U jealous? Was it envy? You know what I'm saying? Was he hating on Nip? You see what I'm saying? A lot of niggas like, man, that was his little homie. What would he hate on him? He accomplished way more than he's ever accomplished. You see what I'm saying? How would you feel if somebody said they built you? So, hey, catch this game, man. Rule number 1, always be prepared for somebody to switch up on you. Don't take no handouts. You see what I'm saying? Because they'll use that shit against you. You can't even ask a nigga, hey, a direction. Oh, man, I guided that nigga, man. Man, that was my kid, man. Man, that's my kid. You know how some niggas be like, man, that's my kid. That's why I know so many people in the industry, so many people in the social media space. I don't ask for no handout. You don't see me on their videos saying, hey, nigga, hype me up, put me on. Man, I literally could just make that phone call. Come on, bro, let's go to work. You see what I'm saying? And I don't do it because I only want what I could kill. I only want what I can hunt. Now, if it just line up that way and we end up doing some shit, I'm with that. But I'm not gonna be asking for no handouts, bro. Like I'm gonna do this shit until it's my time. You see what I'm saying? I can't have nobody saying you built me. Like that's so disrespectful for somebody to wake up and do this shit 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Damn near 24, 30 hours a day. Come on, gang. That man Nip literally been rapping before he was a gangbanger. How can you build something that was doing something since a child? You didn't write a rap, nigga. What did you build? You let them use your studio equipment? Come on, bro. That man, I think the audience, the fans, they starting to see like, damn, bro. You know, like shit. I can't deny the fact that what Big U be saying, it's not solid, bro. Now, unless the nigga scared to you know say what it really is, then all right, pick a side. But clearly, you know what I'm saying. This man said he built Nipsey Hussle. Whack 100 said that too. I'm gonna drop that shit too, because Whack 100 said he gave Big U the plugs to put Nipsey on. So, you know, this shit is just boosie, bro. You can't even ask a nigga for help, man. That's what's wrong with niggas from LA, bro. Because anytime you get some help or some assistance from a nigga feel like they made you, they created you, and you indebted to them for the rest of your life. That's crazy work. Let's go.
Because it's evident.
And once again, he's claiming credit for the man Nipsey became.
The man that we say, this is the type of man we need in our neighborhoods. It's a man that love his.
You try to say you made Nip. How you make Nip? Go make another one. All the other artists, you done been trying to act like you signing. You ain't done nothing for them. None of them went nowhere, bro. So if you made Nip, go make another one, bro.
He also questions why Big U didn't go to Nipsey's funeral.
Did I go to the funeral? No, I didn't go to the funeral.
None of his family messed with you, bro. He taught the homies F his funeral, bro, and didn't even go to the funeral.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 40.
You forgot.
Hold on. Now look. Woo! Nigga. 600 was not playing. He said, nigga, you said F Nip, nigga. And remember, after all the interviews, he said that they were cool, they were straight, they were solid. But this is somebody who made you, who paid you years and years and years of his music. You got royalties from this man all the way up until he died. Why would you not go to his funeral if y'all was cool? If y'all was good, why would you not? You see what I'm saying? You the leader allegedly of the 60s. Why you just didn't pop out? Nobody never asked that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all was good, y'all was cool, why you didn't go to that man's funeral? See, this is a point where you got to pick a side, nigga. You rock with Nip or you rock with Big U. And it's just what it is, man. You can't play the man in the middle. The nigga who play the middle is the enemy too. You see what I'm saying? And you're not solid. You know what I'm saying? Just based off of seeing it, if a nigga do Nip like that, what make you think he won't do you like that? So you got to look at that shit, man, and take it with a grain of salt, man. Some people sell their soul just for some attention. You see what I'm saying? Some of these niggas, they have daddy issues. So they tend to go to the nigga they think that can protect them and all that type of shit. But that man did not go to Nip's funeral. He did several podcasts saying that he was cool with Nip. They were straight. There were no problems. There were nothing. You see what I'm saying? But this man right here, 600, was around you when you was talking about Nip. You see what I'm saying? So he got all those times you done said F Nip and all that hate. Even Whack 100 even admitted that you didn't like Nip. You wanted to sue his estate to try to get some money up out of him. Where is all of this shit coming from? If everybody's lying on you, then who's telling the truth? Let's go.
I was there for them occasions, bro, when you try to be a bully.
And the reason Big U gave is because he said he just don't like going to funerals. He don't want to see his boy like that.
I didn't want to go through that, and I definitely didn't want to see my laying in no casket there. I ain't looked at a casket or nobody laying in the casket, bro, and I don't know how long.
Hey, to me, that's a good reason. But how the hell did you make it to all these other funerals before and after Nipsey's death? Man, this some bull. Speaking of bull, let's be real. Big U in the music industry, that's not really a name you look for. Because besides Nipsey, who else he had? His group OSBS, or I like to call him TSBS.
What is the vibe, though? Well, I'll tell you, the first song is called Everybody's Baby Mama. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, somebody did that to
That's
you.
part of the game. I don't really care.
Because right after I checked them out, I said, this some bull. Speaking of OSBS, Big U claims because Nipsey brought him back, it made him want to sign OSBS and really get back into the music industry.
Nipsey brought me back, so I had signed OSBS.
But when he first came out with OSBS, he never mentioned that.
Moving around with Ludacris. And when Ludacris was on, I was with Shaka and them rolling around Atlanta. That was my first time ever coming to Atlanta. Was with Shaka and Ludacris. And then I went from moving with Shaka, Ludacris. I was with P.D. Pablo. So I was with a whole lot of artists, you know, our top artists then. Of course, y'all know my history with Tip. And so I've been with a lot of top artists. So when I finally decided to come back into music, I came in with Swindle, and it was just being in the studio. And my son had just graduated. My son did his last year in college, his first year in college. Right. So now I'm free. I'm at home. I'm bored. I don't got nothing to do. Let me get back into this music.
Now, Big U, TSBS, this some bull. Something else BS that Big U said was when he was apart from Nipsey, he didn't need him anymore. He was making more money than him, managing Melvin and Debo.
Managing Veen, I'm managing Tiny Lister. I managed Tiny Lister and Veen up until Tiny Lister died. I'm getting way more money.
So you're saying you didn't have a motive? I mean, that's not a motive because everybody was if you listen to the rumor mill, the motive is you were mad because you was X'd out of the deal. You know, you couldn't get no more money with Nip, so
wasn't no money to get.
Wanted them dead.
Factually, wasn't nobody making no money but me.
See, I don't believe it, because during that time, Big U was acting like he was employee of the month at the Ramada Inn and forcing everyone to check in.
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, y'all.
Hungry Root is the easiest way to eat healthy. Hungry Root is kind of like having your own personal shop.
Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in, oh well. Check your ass out. We're going to check you in, all right.
Big U also mentions he was doing a documentary, Hip Hop Uncovered, and he was good with that.
Then I was in negotiation to do the documentary that I just put out, Hip Hop Uncovered. So I had shot that. And then with Jim Bob.
All right, Chad, look, man. We got 259 people in here and only 54 likes, man. I'm going to ask y'all to go ahead and hit that like button, man. Let's hype up this video. Let's get it out there in the algorithm. A lot of people don't have access to see it. They're not pushing on everybody's, YouTube. So go ahead and hit that like button, man. Let's blow it up. Let's go.
And we was in the process of doing that. So when Nip called me to come back to music, I was just, I'm already really in a good space.
It wasn't that good, because I remember Big U saying that the show almost got canceled. He said they didn't know who a Big U or Big Draws was until something happened that made him go viral.
It was 4 years ago. He came to me, asked me to shoot the pilot. It went out there, went to a bunch of different places. We got a bunch of no's. We got to change this. And came back, reshot it again. And it was me. It was really just me. And then people was like, man, we don't know who he is. So the people that run hip hop right now, the white people, is like, we don't have no idea who Big U is. Like, who?
All right, so look, man, let me bust this shit down, bro. It costs $0 to hit the like button, right? And the only reason why I'm so adamant about this shit, right? I notice a lot of people don't know when I'm on. They don't get a chance to get this through their analytics. You see what I'm saying? They don't watch this type of content. but it's important because I be seeing some real gems, man. I'm talking about some shit that I make a YN go get some money instead of go pick up a gun and go knock somebody down, bro. So it's bigger than just hitting a like button for me and I'm entertaining y'all. It's some shit I be saying in between these videos because I done been there. I done done that. I done seen it. And I know we got more cats coming out of high school gang banging, ready to go kill some over a 40-something-year-old beef that they wasn't even born when it even happened. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of mothers be like, oh, well, I get a chance to see it, but everybody don't see your content. So I'm trying to get it out there. I'm trying to push this shit out there so motherfuckers could really see, like, yeah, it's a real one on here, really kicking that shit, spitting that shit, and just being solid about it. So I'm going to ask y'all, it's 269 people in here. It's only 100 likes. If we could get to, if everybody in this motherfucker hit right now, that'll push this motherfucking video. Let's go.
Who is he? Like, what has he done? And I think something happened when we ran into Lightbox. And something happened on the internet or something, and people started talking about my name. I don't know what it was. And then they, like, some of the executives called it. And then they called back and was like, oh, did y'all have a party? Well, that's the guy. And then they went on and did it. When Nipsey died, we was already locked in the deal. To keep it 100, and I mean, not to say it like that, but if I hadn't signed the deal before little bro died, I'd have hit him for a bag.
Man, what a coincidence. Nipsey dies, Hip Hop Uncovered go crazy, big budget, damn near based around the drama between Big U and Nipsey and surround.
All right, so this right here, what people don't understand is Hip Hop Uncovered is Big U got executive producer credit on this. Y'all got to understand how that look. You see what I'm saying? You didn't just get the check. You got executive producer check. So you got the big bag about this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? You got a big bag. But when you notice, when it's involving Nip, it's about the money he's making off of Nip or what he could get from Nip. You see what I'm saying? It was never nothing like solid, like, you know, I just want to see my young nigga flourish. Y'all got to understand something. It's a lot of y'all kids out here that's rapping. They from certain hoods. And, you know, a lot of them niggas is sitting in the back like, ooh, that little nigga might make it. Let me go get that nigga in the headlock real fast. So when he make it, you know what I'm saying, a nigga sit back and be like, yeah, nigga, I know I'm going to get about 30, 40,000 about that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga be forced to pay him before he could get you out the hood. You got to make sure, man, y'all lock in with y'all kids, man. A lot of y'all got 2-3 jobs. Y'all don't have that time with y'all kids, but y'all got to understand something in the streets, bro. It's only one thing every nigga in the street got in common. It's trauma bonding. You know what I'm saying? The struggle. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, where else they go? You see what I'm saying? And you know the ideology shit. If everything else fail, I can always come here. You got to look at this shit, man. The only reason, all right, a lot of y'all niggas is really pretending like y'all tight with each other is because of trauma bonding. Some of y'all are not even designed or meant to be around each other. Some niggas really want to go get some money, but he's influenced to hang around these niggas to be accepted. You got to understand something, and I keep using trauma bonding because that's what it is, homie. A lot of y'all don't even understand, nigga. You don't even like half the niggas in your neighborhood. If you're a blood or Mexican or, you know, some of them niggas don't even like you either. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the super sticker, y'all. Yeah, I'm just tuning in, man. I'm really trying to get these YNs to understand, homie. Look, don't think just because you from the same hood, them niggas like you, man. There's some niggas over there that probably don't like you. I don't care if you're a blood, you're a Hoover, you a nigga, essay. It doesn't matter. It's a lot of people, homie, that, you know, they go, hey, listen, some fruit go fall from the tree, right? But you got to understand something, my nigga. Nipsey Hussle got his ass whooped on because he expressed himself through a record where he didn't even diss Big U. He just told the nigga, you don't got a clue. You think he go, like, nigga, he not finna stop just because of you, nigga? Like, you couldn't control him. Let me tell you something. When somebody can't control you, they're going to control how other people view you. You see what I'm saying? Because you didn't pass them by. So now the people that's still where he at, he go, oh, that nigga ain't like that, man. That nigga a buster, man. Oh, that nigga, he ain't no nigga like that. Oh, man, he made us look bad. But that, man, you got to realize something, man. That man's journey is his journey. A lot of time, y'all niggas don't even know what you're here for because you still stuck in the matrix and that vortex where you hang around niggas because y'all all had the same problems. Some of y'all went to jail together, went to school together, did the same crimes, the same time, and then one of y'all just happened to flourish. And then he feel like, oh, that nigga ain't putting me on, nigga, or he ain't coming around here. So automatically, just because you ain't coming around no more, now, fuck Blood. Blood ain't bull like that no more, man. I heard this story, man. Blood I mean, fuck Groove, man. Groove ain't groovy like that no more, bro. Yeah, Groove don't come around here. Groove can't even come around the hood. That nigga out here trying to get rich. Nigga, you want him to stand right there next to you so you can feel better? That's why niggas that put you in that cycle like, oh, ain't nobody bigger than the program. But Nipsey Hussle end up buying a whole plaza to itself. You see what I'm saying? And had all the stores. The baddest broad in the city, all the newest cars, big Puma deal, a brother who's a genius, unstoppable. You see what I'm saying? How do a top dog, a top general, a top leader come knock something down when somebody builds something up that high? Pass you by. Find the reason. Politics is the reason how niggas get caught up. Because that's the only key, the tool you can use when you in the streets and you gang bang and a nigga just outgrow everybody. You got to find some reason to politic. And the politic would be how you make us look collective. Not that you care, not that you help build what he accomplished, because y'all didn't even support it. But since we can't control you, we got to find a reason to turn you down. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the game go, man. But he got producer credit off of this right here. We looked into that, man. I don't know what he got per se, but when you get producer credits off of something like this, man, that ain't no little bag, man. You know what I'm saying? That's life-changing money for somebody who ain't never had it. Let's go.
On his death, and around the same time, Nipsey said, here, Big U, take some free money with your old contract. See, I believe it, but 600 don't. And I think the final straw was when Big U was still claiming the...
All right, man, we got 300 people in here, man. 154 likes, man. Let's get it to 300. Let's get it.
Be friends with Khaled before Nipsey.
Brought Khaled to the hood or something like that.
Which is so funny. When Khaled was my friend.
Yeah, I see the part where you talking about DJ Khaled, this, that, other. DJ Khaled gave you a bunk number, bro. You hitting up Nip to get DJ Khaled's number. You ain't even got Khaled's number, bro. Come on, man.
Tuesday, March 28th. This me and him talking. This me talking about DJ Khaled. I told him DJ Khaled had gave me his what you call him number, right? And I said I need to talk to Khaled. So Nip said at the video, did you talk to him? You see what he said? I ain't gotta read it. He said, did you talk to him?
Eve to me is basically free.
Somebody.
It's a giant open universe where you.
But I was doing an interview too, and I said, yeah. And I sent him a call, cuz back after the meeting. Nip said, off top, let me know once he balances it.
The only people I think that believe that might be Break Baby and Seti Nash. But 600 had enough and gave Big U one last warning for the 1,000th time. But I believe him this time.
One more chance to do this, bro. This is it. Don't go do no more interviews lying about nothing, homie. And keep Nip name out your mouth. Nip did not put you, nigga. None of his family put you, nigga. Stop lying, nigga. You ain't made Nip, nigga. Keep Nip name out your mouth, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get nothing else. I'm gonna let everybody else, the bloggers, talk about what they talking about. But I'm telling you, my nigga, that nigga not fuck with you. You know that, nigga. I rarely like get in this zone because, you know, I really don't want to, like, you know, run into none of these people. You feel what I'm saying? I really don't want to do it, bro.
Hell nah, 600. I'm scared. Hey, no more Suge Knight or Drake jokes from me. You got it. But you know who wasn't scared, though? The leader of the Crips. Big U wasn't scared. As a matter of fact, he went live shortly after and said, pull up.
Fuck 600.
Man, who the hell?
No, yeah, pull up.
Anybody.
Pull up.
Nah, Big U hates 600 for real because every single time Big U goes on live and tell him to pull up every time. Man, I don't know who to believe. I want to believe Big U, but he makes it hard when he said he wasn't behind Crips LLC and going after the Nipsey estate.
But let me ask you something. What was up with this whole Crip?
All right, man. We got 414 people in the live, man. We should at least get up to 300 likes, man. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's hit that like button. Let's get it. Let's go.
ENT, what the that shit they was trying to tie you into? Crip, it was like Crip.
Another one of them.
Crips LLC.
Yeah, Crips LLC and said you owned
Get
all
that
shit.
off, we gotta know.
Oh, he got that? Because I'm about to say.
Hey, look, and another one.
Yeah, get that off, we like, that's crazy.
That was so weird. Like,
I was like, go. He trademarked everybody.
I wish I would have got it though.
But the brick, not the trick, said you kind of was.
Talking about one of your homies trademark Crip or you own the Crip some shit and took it from Big U or something along those lines.
Cuz is reaching. Nigga, my auntie owned the word Crip. Damn, homies. They ain't take nothing from Big U. I'm 6 Crip, nigga. You talk about it. Oh, look, the reason that I ain't even pushing that is because
if y'all notice, like a nigga can't say nothing. You say anything about Big U, like he like cuz is reaching. He couldn't even say cuz a goddamn lie. That nigga said he's reaching. Yeah, nigga, hey, nigga. Shit, man. That's crazy, bro. You know what? When you think about that shit, man, I always tell y'all, and it's just common sense, right? It can't be all love and no hate, bro. It got to be somebody from back in 78. Yeah, man, it was Eugene? Hell nah, man, I ain't never like that nigga. Shit, nigga 75. Yeah, nigga, I was coming home and shit. I see my motherfucking daughter walking down the street and he over there trying to talk to her. And, hey, man, get your big ass away from my daughter and shit, man. Yeah, hell yeah. Then the nigga, one time at the skating ring, the nigga did a kung fu kick, hit me in my throat, and I pissed on myself. Man, I ain't never liked you, James. I'm pretty sure for Big U to be Big U, he had to like bully people. He had to, attack niggas who didn't want no problems with him. That's come on, kid. And then nigga, one time he said, nigga, I've socked the nigga eye out of socket. A nigga tell a story like that to a nigga. Come on, man. A nigga, shit. I ain't letting that nigga knock my motherfucking eye out. Nigga, run around and look like Charleston White. Hell no, nigga. Shit, nigga, I nigga no. Let me tell you something. Remember back in the day when your uncles and shit used to do kung fu? You didn't want to fight nobody who did kung fu. For some reason, niggas get to swinging and then a nigga throw a roundhouse kick and boom, puts. Nigga, put that nigga to sleep like that. Look, nigga, Debo, nigga, to hear Debo say, "Oh man, I got that from Big U on the swing and shit." Hey, that's my bike, punk. Come on, bro. Like he was punking shit. Come on. You had to install fear. Just imagine you a hard nigga, but then it's like one hard nigga that's harder than everybody. And nigga, if you think you hard in front of him, he gonna make an example out your ass. Hey, nigga, you ain't gonna do me like them, nigga. Wow, shut up, nigga. Elbow that nigga. And that nigga elbow. Damn, that nigga bust that nigga eye open. Look at him with the elbow. Wow. And then kick you. Wow. Man, get the shit, man. Nigga, kick that nigga in his stomach, make pork chop fall out that motherfucker. Man, hell yeah. Shit. He kicked the shit out of Brick Bay. I ain't gonna lie, it's a couple niggas that I done heard the story like he just slapped up, grabbed him by his neck and slapped him. Smack, 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 smack. And the nigga still from that hood. I ain't gonna say no name. That nigga know who he is. He got slapped up like a bitch. And you still from over there. Why you not incorporating a Soledad for life? Nigga kill me. Thank God, nigga. Boy, you better pretty God, there ain't no social media over there, boy. They got that footage. Let's go.
Being talk, and I ain't gonna talk about all the that ain't for the internet, but it wasn't healthy. Like how they attained the word, it involved a lot of foul play, and I didn't know that. And my auntie being a Crip, it blew my mind. She was Broadway. Like, how was you even, like, why would you do like that to attain the word? You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely got some type of ownership still of the word, though. But yeah, he do too, though. The you.
And the Crips LLC owner herself is claiming that Big U was also behind trademarking the Marathon Continues and going after the Nipsey estate. Oh my God.
But you know what? Something else you said on your interview I wanted to ask you about too. And I want to be honest with you, because when you explained after Nipsey passed away that you trademarked the Marathon Continues, I really didn't get your explanation for it. It sounded kind of predatory to me personally. So I kind of want to know, like, what was your reason for doing that? If you could explain.
Okay, so you've been engaged in a conversation with me now for almost an hour, right?
Right.
I'm a businesswoman at all times, and that's just how my thinking goes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so, Nipsey, when he passed away, first of all, I contacted his little sister.
Okay.
As soon as I trademarked it through her DM, and but I'm thinking they mourning the death of him. She probably won't call back or whatever the case is, right? That was my mindset there. But I heard plans being made for the Marathon Continues. The one thing that stuck in my head is I listened to some people talk about doing a Coachella type of thing and calling it the Marathon Continues. They were planning to put on
Big Useless.
They was planning to put on this thing every year, and they were just gonna run it under the Marathon brand. And I thought, oh, damn.
Serious dictation was driving me crazy, so I switched to whisper flow. Here's why I'll never go back.
You niggas are something else. And I never opened my mouth, and I never engaged in the conversation. And it was Crips and Bloods, but always in this thing is somebody that's pushing a line from behind, from somewhere. You know, you're getting an order from somewhere. And I thought, well, damn, and I'm a shrewd motherfucker. I can be. But I said, these motherfuckers had outdone me pretty much. And I said, well, this shit. So, I'm not active in gangs and that kind of stuff. So I said, well, shit, I got to do something. But I felt like already just with the anger of losing Nipsey, I felt like, oh, I need to do something about it, And so that was my mindset when I thought about this going on, and I'm hearing these plans that's going on, and I'm like, damn. So I said, you know what? I know what to do. I know what to do. They can go on and plan whatever they want to. I'm going to go online, and I'm going to file the trademark for first I looked it up, and it hadn't been trademarked. Mm-hmm. And so I did an application for it. And once I did an application for it, I wasn't worried about whoever else was going to come along after that and put on, do whatever. It doesn't matter. Because as long as I have the trademark tied up, then I could be able to hold it for his estate until whenever they come out of mourning or whatever the case may be. And I was shocked to see it because Nipsey always pushed ownership. And I was very surprised to find that of all things, they hadn't secured intellectual properties for the Marathon Continues. So when I saw it, I don't know if the people.
So this is the part where they're saying, and this is just hearsay. Like I say, I'll just react to the content. But, they're trying to say that Big U tried to, get the marathon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Utilize it. It was already a flourishing brand. Along with Crip LLC, because I remember he had the he had this shit called it was called Crip Pop and Blood Pop or some shit. He used to come to the east side and shit, and I think we was in the back having a meeting and shit. He brought that in some he had some Crenshaw. What was that shit we had? He was having the homies try that shit. some rap, some shit to smoking some shit. Like we just had like some little hood meeting, Big U put up in the hood and shit. And he came with Crip something. It was one was blue, and the homie was like, here, Nina, come try this shit. I'm like, what? He was like, I said, what the fuck is this? He's like, hey, try this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, try the red one. Try the red one. I like it was red one and a blue one. It was, I don't know what that shit was, man. It was, yeah. It was some shit. And he gave away some he had like some backpacks with some shit on them, and there was some he had a gang, he put up with a gang of shit. Long story short, so he was talking about like branding and all of this type of shit, man. So yeah, man, this was just crazy. But I can say he one thing about Big U, he had his hands on a lot of shit, man, especially far as in branding. I mean, from sodas to blunt wraps to backpacks to, you know what I'm saying, clothes, all that shit. Let's go.
Who were talking about these concerts or whatever, if they knew it. But so I went ahead and I did it, and I kept it for his family, for his kids. But like I said before, Nipsey looked out for my son before.
Yeah, I seen that too. He did some of Nipsey's first camera footage, right?
He did Nipsey's first House of Blues on Sunset, his first performance there. Nipsey didn't have a budget, so my oldest son came along with his camera and he shot him. And Nipsey said, you could use this content to build your portfolio. And I'll never forget that. I met him once or twice, but his youngest sister and my son were good friends. So I'm acquainted with them, you know what I mean? And then also the thing with Lauren London, she went through that situation and lost him. I experienced something like that too in my early age. So
this is Blue Chew Gold.
I wouldn't never come along to take from them.
All right, chat. We got 450 people in here, man, with 200 likes, man. Let's at least get 100 more likes, man. Let's hype up that like, man. Don't forget to hit the hype button, man. We dropping this content. We putting the work in. We trying to get these youngsters to check out this content too, man. So if you don't do it for me, hey, do it for the streets, man. Do it for Nip. Let's go.
At a time like that, so I was pretty much coming along protecting them at a time like that. And so when you guys saw all this stuff in the media, and we're fighting them and we're going to court and that kind of thing, that's not true. And we even made a statement. I never came out publicly. Cam Capone was my first interview, actually, but I did make a statement that we'll never fight them in court. We'll never, because that's not what this was about. See, people are really apt to run to the media to try to explain because they want the public's opinion and that kind of thing. I'm not into the public's opinion. So what I was doing, I was doing on the low. I wasn't trying to get no accolades for it or no pats on the back. So when you guys thought, oh my God, how could she go and take their stuff? That's cool. They talked about Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So I just went on and handled the business and did what I needed to do. And we did a strict vetting that when it was time for them to start dealing with the estate out of probate, to see that the marathon was going to who it was supposed to go to. So now when you guys hear stuff like the estate settled and son gets this much and Lauren London gets this, because we did that. And I saw Black Sam and we were talking and I said, I'm so sorry to have even put you through that to get to the point to see that it was for you guys all along. And he said that it was okay because I saved them a lot more than I had put them through by me even trademarking the marathon. But they have it. They have it, and it's theirs.
So you have full intention when you grab it to give it back.
But originally it was a play-doh that Big U wanted to do for itself, right? Him and Suge.
Yeah, Big U and Suge.
There you go right there. There you go right there. This is coming from her mouth. Big U and Suge Knight want to take over the Marathon brand. They tried to take it from Big U. I mean, they tried to take it from It's you got to talk to my moderators. That's probably not me. I got multiple moderators, gang. It's not me. Nina, can you untime? I gotta go. Hey, hit me on Instagram. I don't think I did that. But nah, man, y'all gotta realize something. You know, when Auntie say that, everybody said that. A lot of people seen that, man. That's Auntie right there, right? Beautiful woman. I had the privilege to talk to her. You know, real gang, real business savvy. She wouldn't get up here and say Big U and Suge Knight tried to take the Marathon brand from Nipsey and Black Sam. That's not a hoax. That's not a lie. It's not a rumor. This is something that a lot of people know about. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people know about this shit. But the fact is this. If y'all know that he tried to take the Marathon brand from Nipsey Hussle and his family, how can y'all be cool with that? You see what I'm saying? How can a nigga be cool with a nigga trying to take something from another nigga? You see what I'm saying? Like, we, as black people, we've been getting shit took from us our whole lives. You see what I'm saying? And there's one time where a family got an opportunity to create a legacy for their family and generations and build it, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, our people can flourish and work for that company and, you know, all type, just enjoy their product, bro. Why would you want to take something like that from somebody who built that from the ground up? You didn't even go to his funeral, but you want to take the Marathon. Suge Knight definitely got a hand in that shit too. We can't exclude Suge Knight. He had the resources and the connections, and Big U had the power and the muscle. It makes sense, man. Y'all make sure y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Make sure y'all comment, man, after this video over. We got 429 people in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's go.
Wanted it, and he you know, it was the conversations with Suge, you know, well, you know, make sure the most important thing is that it's trademarked for clothes, and the next thing, it needs to be trademarked, you know. And I mean, these was conversations that he and I were having, and but I know what I'm doing, you know. I'm not going.
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore, and it works.
So this is the conversation that she having with Big U. This is the conversation that she's having with Big U in regards of, since she obtained the Marathon trademark, he was trying to get it. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying, damn, nigga, you wrong for that, bro. Why would you want to take this from Nip? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the proof right here. She's telling y'all the conversations that her and Big U had in regards of Big U trying to take over the Marathon brand.
It's my integrity, you know. I'm not gonna get down on that boy like that for him. I mean, you know, I don't get down like that no way. I ain't the type of broad that was in the street setting up niggas and shit like that. You know, I never respected a bitch like that. So
now watch this.
I
want you guys to all open your minds up. Big U tried the same
ads
thing
really
with
drive
me.
you mad. The game.
Big U tried the same thing with me. Hey, we gonna act like you got control. I sold you. You brought me out of my Nipsey contracts. You go sue the estate. I put them all up 53 days after Nipsey was dead. He wanted me to double back and sue the estate. But yet when he was here, him and Nipsey already had an understanding on what that was and what that wasn't. He didn't want to do it, like she said from the beginning. He's never going to do nothing himself. He always going to try to get somebody else to do it. In the same situation, they wanted her to trademark it, and then they had to put on these shows and did all these things and stood behind it like they didn't know what was.
All right, Chad, we have 444 people, man. We need 50 to 60 more likes, man, so it could push out into the algorithm. Come on, y'all need that support. Let's go. Hit the like button.
What's going on? But it ain't us, it's her. We doing something with her. Whole time it's them that brought the.
And after that, now I'm believing everything that 600 said. Even this story.
We go in your room, bro. You laying on the bed, bro. On your laptop. Face first. Legs twinkling in the air, bumping LMA. You want me to call SP? He was with us. He come get me. I'm next door. He said, man, look at Big U. I said, what are you doing? He said, man, nigga laid face down on the bed with his feet up, twinkling in the air, bumping LMA. I said, nah, you low. I walk in there, he bumping LMA. I said, what's wrong with this dude?
No. No. Never. That's nasty work, man. All right, y'all. Hey, look, man. We got 458 people in here, man. We go keep it on pause for a minute, man. Can I get at least 50 more likes, man? 50. It's 400 people in here. Let's get to 50 likes, bro. At least 50, man. I'm sitting here, I'm watching. I'm like, come on, man. We can get to 50. All right, we got 274 likes, man. I need 25 likes. 25 likes. All right, come on, I'll wait. All right, we at 289. All right, man. Come on, man. That's crazy. Y'all know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to really get this content out there. You know what I'm saying? So these YNs could check out this good game that I'm dropping on this content, though. Let's go.
I ain't the type of broad that was in the street setting up niggas and shit like that. You know, I never respected a bitch like that. So
I watched it.
And do a video exposing all of Big U lies, allegedly. One of it is his name in the music industry.
In fact, when you got out, you was on Suge Nuts. Yeah, give Bear Claws credit, bro. You know what I'm saying, for having his own studio and music connections. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like every time somebody plugged you with something or linked you with somebody, you take all the credit.
See, in his interview, Big U claimed that it was all him.
Dog Pound wore jerseys with Unique CD on it. So I was always in music, and it's funny how these lanes are always talking about they helped me get in music and do this crazy, because it's evident.
And once again, he's claiming credit for the man Nipsey became.
The man that we say, this is the type of man we need in our neighborhoods. It's a man that love his.
You try to say you made Nip. How you make Nip? Go make another one.
All right, Chad. We at 298, man. Come on, let's run these. Hey, let's run these likes up, man. Let's run these likes up. You know, my goal, man, is to get these YNs to check out this content, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these niggas is, you know, they coming out of high school, going straight to the nearest hood near them. Instead of go get some money, they want to go get that chopstick and go catch a life case, man. Come on, man. Y'all see what I'm doing, man. Y'all know what time I'm on. Let's go.
All the other artists, you done been trying to act like you signing. You ain't done nothing for them. None of them went nowhere, bro. So if you made Nip, go make another one, bro.
He also questions why Big U didn't go to Nipsey's funeral.
Did I go to the funeral? No, I didn't go to the funeral.
None of his family messed with you, bro. You talked to homies F his funeral, bro, and didn't even go to the funeral. You forgot I was there for them occasions, bro, when you tried to be a bully.
And the reason Big U gave is because he said he just don't like going to funerals. He don't want to see his boy like that.
I didn't want to go through that, and I definitely didn't want to see my laying in no casket dead.
He said he don't want to see his nigga laying in the casket dead.
I ain't looked at a casket or nobody laying in the casket, bro, and I don't know how long.
Hey, to me, that's a good reason. But how the hell did you make it to all these other funerals before and after Nipsey's death? Man, this some bull. Speaking of bull, let's be real. Big U in the music industry, that's not really a name you look for. Because besides Nipsey, who else he had? His group OSBS, or I like to call him TSBS.
What is the vibe, though? Well, I'll tell you, the first song is called Everybody's Baby Mama. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now, somebody did that to
That's
you.
part of the game. I don't really care.
Because right after I checked them out, I said, this some bull. Speaking of OSBS, Big U claims because Nipsey brought him back, it made him want to sign OSBS and really get back into the music industry.
Nipsey brought me back, so I had signed OSBS.
But when he first came out with OSBS, he never mentioned that.
Moving around with Ludacris. And when Ludacris was on, I was with Shaka and them rolling around Atlanta. That was my first time ever coming to Atlanta. Was with Shaka and Ludacris. And then I went from moving with Shaka, Ludacris. I was with P.D. Pablo. So I was with a whole lot of artists, you know, our top artists then. Of course, y'all know my history with Tip. And so I've been with a lot of top artists. So when I finally decided to come back into music, I came in with Swindle, and it was just being in the studio. And my son had just graduated. My son did his last year in college, his first year in college. Right. So now I'm free. I'm at home. I'm bored. I don't got nothing to do. Let me get back into this music.
Now, Big U, TSBS, this some bull.
All right, so that was the crazy part, right? Because he said his son came home, and I get it. You know, his son want to rap, right? But Nipsey Hussle music was still in that board. Nipsey Hussle had all his music in that board. You see what I'm saying? That's where the problem came in at. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because, you know, Nipsey couldn't go afford. Nipsey was in a good position. Nipsey was in a beautiful position. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people portrayed in Nip, gang. And we, you know who we gonna get on? We gonna get on Sandman. Sandman is from Eritrea. I don't understand how you can go against your own, bro. Like, I understand you from the same hood and all that. You got to do what the big homie say do. But rumor is that you took off on Nipsey Hussle daddy. And your parents, his father from the same country, from Africa. How did you take off on, like, you think your ties from Africa? Like, nah, nigga, somebody else got to do that. Take the DP. You don't just go take off on that nigga daddy. You know what I'm saying? The cold thing about it is he died. You see what I'm saying? That's a cold game, man. Hold on, let's get to it. All right, we almost done, man. Let's go.
But they have it. They have it, and it's theirs.
So you have full intention when you grab it to give it back.
But originally it was a Play-Doh that Big U wanted to do for itself, right? Him and Suge.
Yeah, Big U and Suge wanted it, and he, you know, it was the conversations with Suge. You know, well, you know, make sure that the most important thing is that it's trademarked for clothes, and the next thing it needs to be trademarked. You know, and I mean, these was conversations that he and I were having, and but I know what I'm doing. You know, I'm not going. It's just my integrity. You know, I'm not gonna get down on that boy like that. For him, Suge, I mean, you know, I don't get down like that. No way. I ain't the type of broad that was in the street setting up niggas and shit like that. You know, I never respected a bitch like that. So
now watch this. I want you guys to all open your minds up. Big U tried the same thing really drive you mad. The game. Big U tried the same thing with me. Hey, we gonna act like you got control. I sold you. You brought me out of my Nipsey contracts. You go sue the estate. I put them all up 53 days after Nipsey was dead. He wanted me to double back and sue the estate. But yet when he was here, him and Nipsey already had an understanding on what that was and what that wasn't. He didn't want to do it, like she said from the beginning. He's never going to do nothing himself. He always going to try to get somebody else to do it. In the same situation, they wanted her to trademark it, and then they had to put on these shows and did all these things and stood behind it like they didn't know what was going on. But it ain't us, it's her. We doing something with her. Whole time it's them that brought the.
And after that, now I'm believing everything that 600 said. Even this story.
We go in your room, bro. You laying on the bed, bro. On your laptop. Face first. Legs twinkling in the air, bumping LMA. You want me to call SP? He was with us. He come get me. I'm next door. He said, man, look at Big U. I said, what are you doing? He said, man, nigga laid face down on the.
Yeah, that's crazy work, gang. That's crazy. That's crazy work, man. But you know, niggas wouldn't say that Big U was out though. Niggas would not say that shit if he was out, man. But look, we gonna leave it right there, man. We got more content coming on the way. I'm gonna ask y'all to go ahead and hit the like button. There's 409 people in here. Let's get this shit in the algorithm. And yeah, man, we gonna keep dropping this content, man. We going down that marathon rabbit hole, man. Let's get it. Let's go.